but lift it up. Oof. Now that has some heft to it.
Microgun DMR.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today, as you see, I ordered something big, so this will be probably one of the most exciting things I've bought in a while, and I'm very excited to crack this on. It's been on my wish list for a while. Of course, if you know me, I like support guns, like my minigun. I've obviously been running for a good couple years now. But always with the minigun, like, it was very fun for sure, but there'd be some ranges where people would just be slightly too far. Maybe I could have experimented with using heavier BBs and like adjusting the hops to account for that, but most of the time I just ran .2s, and I can't complain. The WE-23 microgun is very good, but I saw this for sale, and always I've known Classic Army's been very reliable when it comes to microguns slash miniguns. So I saw this one had some very nice upgrades to it in terms of so this is the Classic Army M133 microgun, but the different one with this is that it has 4 of the, I think it's like quantum, or like, I think it's like 4 UAD or something like that. Has those included, those hot rubbers installed, as well as all of the springs for this has also been upgraded. So I will put the link to the video that this was based around, because yeah, that's what gave Chris, the guy I'm buying this from, the idea to do the exact same mods. But it basically makes it that your minigun can do DMR kind of range in terms of like around 60 meters. Of course, I can't wait to test it out in the field, but yeah, of course, from the Airsoft GI video, where they were talking about the Classic Army M133, and then Boaz jokes like, oh, what about minigun DMR if you upgraded it? And I think someone did take that literally, and yeah, as you see.
Okay, alright, what about R hopping each barrel?
Actually, you might be able to. Why? It's a microgun.
Microgun DMR.
Boys, get out.
That's how you open it up. And then, oh, he threw in a very nice Wolverine Inferno patch, which is very nice. Thank you for that, Chris. Then, let's see, start to free it from its packaging. Okay. It off, and this is what it looks like in the box, but lift it up. Oof, now that has some heft to it. So first we'll just drop the box on the side. Okay, so this is what it looks like all together. So I think maybe we left it in, but just left the, yeah. So as you see, this comes off as so. I'm not sure if this is supposed to come off all the way, but I think actually maybe it's just on this like this, but it's okay. Okay, so on the inside here, so So these are the two batteries he's thrown in. So you've got these 11.1 volt 2800 milliamp batteries, which is nice. These are quite big batteries. I've never seen this brand before. I've seen people have the 11.1 volt Titan batteries as well when running this, but these are the ones we have, so these are the ones we'll use. So it's got this big warning sign here of beware of BBs left inside before shooting, which is of course good advice, because yeah, you never know with something like this. So this is the hob window as well. Nice. And let me just have a look. So I think this bit here is supposed to be like the fake, you've got the rounds coming off, which is nice. But yeah, this is hefty, and I think he has actually, let me see if I can take a look at this. Yeah, he has filled it with some 2.8s as well. So this comes off as so, and then look down the barrel. You can see the BBs are in there. But yeah, this is hefty. My minigun in comparison is very nice and portable, but of course it doesn't have the crazy RPS like this does, or the chainsaw handle. But yeah, that is very solid. Definitely seen with some other people as well, that, for example, if you've watched 6mm Mandalorian's video, he puts a rail extension here so that you can get a nice camera facing you while using it, which is very cool. I might actually do the same at some point. Key features of it. So you've got a rail on this side and a rail on that side, as so. Then also you've of course got the chainsaw carry handle. You've got the 4 individual barrels. This bit's all metal, this bit's plastic. Plastic, plastic, plastic. This bit's metal as well, this bit's metal as well. And of course, while looking at this is a very nice gun how it is, but me being me, I will probably wrap it at some point. So if you want to leave in the comments what you think I should wrap this up with, or what color I should go for, that might be another thing to decide, because of course we could go with the Damascus, like no one else will have a Damascus minigun. We could go for one of the matte colors instead, like the matte black, the matte white, or even the acid color, the white Damascus, the obsidian. There's so many colors to choose from, honestly. This video is sponsored by me. You've seen the collection and know I love wrapping airsoft guns. If you're interested in having some of yours done, send me an email at theactivemerchant44@gmail.com, or alternatively, if you know me personally, send me a message. Here's a couple of different platforms I've wrapped before and some of the different color options. My personal favorite is the Damascus, as you can tell, but I have a few different colors available. And if there's any colors that you haven't seen here that you might want done, just send me a message and I'll see if I can sort that for you. Very hard choice, but we'll see what we go for. And yeah, so of course on this side, on the left, you've got the power supply where it says it needs 2 11.1 volt batteries. Then you've got an ambidextrous safe and firing, and then you've got this downwards grip as so, in comparison to some have the grip where you hold it like that and then you press the trigger at the top. But this is a very nice feeling, definitely feels like more like an LMG. Then on this side here, you've also got this indicator which lights up when you've got the batteries in, and it's got the slow on the bottom there, off, and the fast. So the slow mode is 25 RPS and the fast is 50 RPS. So these apparently vary by which one you buy, but they hold from 2000 to 2200, so still a lot of capacity. And the good thing about this with that front end thing is you can just say carry some BB bottles on you, pour it in the front. Of course this is engineered for 2.8s, so It's going to be pretty expensive to run for sure, but I am looking forward to it. I will show you what the power supply looks like when you've got the batteries in now, and hopefully these are charged up in advance, otherwise I'll have to charge these up and record that separately. So put the first battery in. Let's see. There's one. So there's no indicator yet. So there's one. That's so. It's in there. And the second. Okay. Then let's see if we can find space in this slot for both batteries, so they go both in together. And then this cap just goes on the end. I'll just see if I can do it a bit neater so that the batteries aren't so cramped in there. Let's see. Something like this. There we go. So now, as you see, they've got a pretty decent amount of space. Go, and if we want to put this bit back, we can. As so. And then once the batteries are in, set it to on. You see those 3 green lights on now. And then when we set it down to off, there's nothing there. And set to slow. So as the batteries are fully charged, you've got all 3 lights showing. As the lights degrade, it means the batteries are running out. And when you've got the 2 batteries plugged in, so now we've got a total of 5,600 milliamps, they'll slowly start to drain from the 2 batteries, and the indicators should go down as we're using it. So that's the light indicator, so we'll switch it off for now. Another thing that's interesting to this is you've also got where it says this rotation here. So as you rotate the barrel, so I'll point it to a safe direction, then it actually should fire. As you see, it fires when you rotate it. So it might make it a bit easier to chrono this in comparison to the minigun, because the previous minigun I had, you need to just like put it for a bit and then hope that the rotating won't just shoot out the chrono, or have someone put their hand there just on the side just to protect the chrono screen, as yeah, wouldn't be ideal. But of course you've got the individual hops in there as well in this window, and I think he said he's already set it to 428, so I'll keep it how he's got it set at the moment. But even if you did have the batteries out, if you rotate the barrel, it actually still fires. So that is something to consider for this. But yeah, that's enough talk about it. Of course, I like the legs as well that it's got on it at the bottom, so you can set it down. What attachments? If I had the choice, maybe, and if they were allowed, I'd maybe have a laser on there just to like have the full Terminator feel. Hopefully one day I'll convince my field to allow a Juggernaut, and I'd love to just like, go around with this and cause havoc. Especially like say in the village area, you do like a search and destroy game mode, and each team has 1 life, and then they're fighting for their survival. They turn a corner, random Juggernaut in there who just light them up. I think it'll be hilarious. Maybe not so much for the players, but for me it would be.
Sam, give us a wave. Give us a wave.
But also you've got on the charging handle, there's these holes here, not charging handle, on the carry handle, you've got these holes here where you can actually like set up a sling, or alternatively you could use one of these rails and then also like set a Picatinny thing if you either want to do like a QD sling point there and there or something like that. You can do that. You've also got this one here if you're just putting like a traditional clip one through the top as well, so that's another nice option. But yeah, enough just talking about it. Let's go for fire it. Right, so I haven't decided which of these cameras I'll be using to record, but I've got the minigun loaded up now, and switch it to the slow setting first and give it a try. So setting it to full. Yeah, this thing flies. This thing flies. So we'll do some full auto side now. Very nice. Very nice, as you can see. Then I'm gonna switch it to the fast mode now. Crazy. Very nice, as you can see, the fast. And we'll just switch it back to slow just to show a bit more. But of course, I don't want to be using up all my 2.8s. Very nice, as you can see. Switch. So, what do I think of the Classic Army M133 Mini Vulcan? Honestly, this thing is insane. I wasn't expecting it to be this fun to shoot. I have seen someone in the field with it before, but I never actually asked them to shoot it because that day I did actually have my own. And yeah, being able to shoot this myself, very fun. We might have to rebrand the channel to the Minigun Merchant because, yeah, honestly, I've always found running a minigun on support gun very fun, and now this is just definitely added to it. So this, of course, will be one of my like main ones for outside of CQB, because for me, as much as my MTW does do quite well at long range, and it's okay, it is very good. It can do the long range, but for me, I kind of find long range fights kind of boring. I mean, snipers and like DMRs and things are usually what dominates woods and like outdoor, but I do think the main thing I enjoy for outdoor play is usually just being able to use full auto. So rather than going for accurate shots, just, you know, running up on someone with this, or this being the new one, running up with my previous minigun, or at least just holding the line with it, just being able to put out suppressive fire. Even though I'm a small person, I do think like when you carry a minigun, adds so much more character. Of course, the minigun is probably only about this big or so. So this, of course, is a bit bigger, a lot heavier. I won't be able to do like go up quickly like that, but maybe that'll be what my training in the gym is for next, because yeah, of course, some of the characters that you see in media, like in Terminator and Predator, using these massive dudes, so yeah, or even Nemesis uses one, and yeah, minigun always been one of my favorites. Death Machine in Call of Duty, multiplayer and zombies, both was very funny to use. So being a walking kill streak is my dream one day. So maybe one day I'll be allowed to run rampant as a Juggernaut at a site, but until then I will enjoy just putting down suppressive fire. And now with something that's a bit more capable of doing a bit longer range than my previous one, yeah, this will be it. So this will probably be my main gun for like outdoor play, in terms of like, for example, in terms of TWA. In the village, it's strictly semi-auto only, but moving into the woods where I can use full auto, yeah, this will be something very fun to have. Either if I'm just camping, or say there's people in a building, I can just walk up Terminator style and just light them up, make some opportunities for my teammates, or even get some kills myself. I'll see about mounting the scope cam on the side. Otherwise, I might still, just because of how long it is, I think if I had it on this side with a bit longer, having a camera facing this way could work. And then maybe I'll have a scope cam facing like that. Hopefully from off to the side it does capture it, but scope cams aren't the biggest fan of like shaking and recoil. So hopefully it'll be able to keep up. But yeah, am I happy with this? Absolutely. Probably will be one of my top 3 most used now in the collection. And yeah, I cannot wait to tear up some game days soon with this. So look out for the videos of that. I don't know when this will be posted, but of course, very excited for that. And very excited for a nice addition to my collection. So let me know down in the comments what you think of the M133 microgun, what you think of the review I've just done, and also what you think of it as like a minigun platform. And also what other support weapons you guys might like, because I've seen people with like the VFC gas blowback LMG, and then they have it HPA tap, which does have some nice recoil, but my previous minigun was still better anyway. Like 1200 rounds over what your M4 mag adapter that can have like 250 rounds. Like, come on, you're not a real support gunner. Yeah, so this is definitely one of the coolest things in my collection now. So yeah, let me know what you think of it in the comments, what other platforms you like, in terms of support weapons, what you think is either better than this or not, but it'd be good to open up a discussion in the comments. As always, like and subscribe, it does help more than you think, and until next time, I will then see you in the field.